In this example, we are asked to solve for the variable. So I'm going to start by looking at this left side of the equation. And I can see that I have these parentheses here, which probably means some distribution, as well as an extra term here on the left that will probably mean I have some like terms to combine. Now, between like terms and distribution, we always want to start with a distribution because it's multiplication, which comes before addition. So this negative here is what we're actually going to distribute because it's right next to those parentheses, and it's really hiding a -1. So I'm going to take that -1 and we're going to distribute it times everything in the parentheses. That will leave us with -5x and a -2. Then I can bring down the 3x and the equals -12. After that, we want to go ahead and combine our like terms. So we need to look for terms that have the same variable. So I have here a term with x, a term with x, and then a term with no x. So these two terms right here that have the x are like terms. This -2 does not have an x, so it cannot be combined. So 3x and -5x will make -2x, and then I can bring down the -2 and the equals -12. Now that we have all the simplifying out of the way, we can go ahead and start to solve this equation. So we want to start with the constant on the side of the variable. Here, our constant, the one that's not attached to the variable, is -2. We can inverse that with a +2. That will make the constants cancel out, so we can bring down the -2x, and -12 plus 2 is -10. Last but not least, we do need to inverse that coefficient. Here the -2 is multiplying on the x. The inverse of multiply would be to divide, so we'll divide on both sides by that coefficient of -2. That will make that coefficient cancel out, and we get x equals 5.